favorite position is missionary position, okay? Exactly, that's all I need. If it was up to me, that would be the only position. But it's tough because I find women are getting really kinky these days. Like the other day I was having sex with a woman, she was getting really kinky, and she was like, yeah, do whatever you want to me. And I was like, I am, you know? She's like, have your way with me. I'm like, no, I'm having it, it's happening. I recently, I do have some bad news. My grandma recently died. Don't worry, there's a big joke coming. What if I just told you that and I was like, anyway, I just wanted to get off my chest. But she died and I was tasked with canceling her phone plan. I don't know if you ever tried to cancel yeah, she had a cell phone. I don't know if you ever tried to cancel a phone plan. When you try to cancel it, they immediately transfer you to someone whose entire job it is to just try to keep you from canceling the phone plan. Yeah, and they don't listen to you, they just go through the script, you know? So I was like, hi, I'd like to cancel this phone plan. They're like, we're so sorry to hear that, Barbara. I'm like, no, Barbara's dead, this is her phone. We gotta cancel it. They immediately just say shit like, Barbara, we'd like to offer you free evenings and weekends. I was like, Barbara's dead. You're gonna have to offer me a medium if Barbara's ever gonna use this phone again. They just kept up. Eventually they offered me free Apple TV for 3 months, which is an insane deal. So I was like, fuck it, I'm Barbara. She lives through me, you know? I didn't realize this. If you try to cancel a phone, they just try to offer you free stuff. So I tried it on my own. I called my phone company to try to get free deals. And guys, they called my bluff and canceled it immediately. I was like, hi, I'd like to cancel my phone. They're like, okay. I'm like, aren't you gonna offer me free stuff to keep the phone plan? They're like, there's no phone plan, I just press the button. I'm like, yeah, I did have, here's the thing, right? I do have rich parents, but don't hate, here's why you shouldn't hate me. They're not giving me any of the money until they die, which puts me in this crazy situation, because sometimes I'm having such a bad day at work, I'll start fantasizing about them dying. Which is crazy, I hate having this fantasy because I love my parents, but sometimes I'll be having such a bad day, I'll think in my head, like, how can I get out of this situation? My brain will be like, you could murder your parents. And I hate this thought. No, I hate this thought. So I sat my parents down and I was like, Mom, Dad, listen, because I'm going to inherit your money, when you die, I keep having this fantasy. So maybe I could get the money now so that I don't have this fantasy. And my dad pauses, he goes, son, thank you for telling me this. He goes, I thought of a solution. I said, that's great. He goes, you're out of the will. I was like, that's why you're rich. I'll tell you guys just this one last thing and I'll go, and that is, I did have one other addiction. Crystal meth wasn't my most expensive addiction. My most expensive addiction was strip clubs. Well, not strip clubs, strippers. Can you imagine me getting into strip clubs? Like, I just like the food, you know? No, but I did, but the strippers that make the most money weren't the hottest, they were the scariest, okay? So, no, this is true. One time I was in a strip club, this is the first time I was there, and this beautiful girl, she gives me a lap dance, and I come in my pants. And she turns around, she goes, you just bust a nut? Have you guys heard this term, by the way? I'd never heard it. I'm like, oh. I go, no, I didn't bust a nut. She goes, you have to give me $500, or I'm gonna tell everyone here you busted a nut. So I go to the ATM with the nut busted in me, and they won't release the funds. They won't release the funds because they know I'm being extorted. So she goes, call the bank. I call the bank, I go, listen, I need this money. He goes, we're not giving it to you, this is suspicious. I go, no, you don't understand. I just busted out your club. You know what that means? He goes, yeah, I know. 50% of my job is dealing with situations like this. He goes, let me tell you what to do, okay? Everyone's busting a nut in there. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Just leave. She can't do anything. And I did, and she didn't do anything. And I've been banking with Scotiabank ever since, guys. You guys are richer than you think. Thank you so much.